Hi, this is Shelley with Awakening Spirit. Today I wanted to share with you about the fifth chakra, the throat chakra. I posted a video yesterday saying that I had intended to talk about the throat chakra and it was just not coming through yesterday. And in interest of just being uh, really honest about that, I realized my throat chakra was blocked yesterday. So when a chakra is blocked, it shows up as various mental, emotional, or physical imbalances. And in the case of the throat chakra, what it is a fear of speaking your truth, feeling unsure about your message. At least that's what was showing up for me. I know that's pretty common. I think I read somewhere that, fear of public speaking, some people are more afraid of that than of dying, if you can believe that. I am gradually overcoming my fear of speaking publicly, but I'm still at the point where sometimes I get very concerned with how the message is going to be received instead of just coming through with whatever I feel needs to be shared. So that's what was coming up for me a little bit yesterday. Some signs that your throat chakra may be imbalanced or blocked could be fear of speaking your truth, arguing with others, not speaking up when you have something to say. It could also be interrupting others and trying to speak over them. It can come across as over explaining, feeling that you won't be understood if you don't over explain. I've definitely fallen into that trap before. I also want to share that the throat chakra really also, it doesn't just include the throat. It includes this whole area. So it includes the ears. It's really about, if you are speaking to someone and you are hearing what you are saying, and then they are speaking and you are planning what you are going to say next, then you're not really listening. That can also be an imbalanced throat chakra. When your throat chakra is balanced, you are confident that you can say what you need to say and others can say what they need to say, and it's not a threat, and you are here for that. You listen. I know there is the saying that we have two ears and one mouth because we're supposed to listen twice as often as we speak. And that is often not the case. We're not fully hearing what the other person is saying, especially if it's someone we've known for a long time or a familiar situation. A lot of times we're already assuming that we know what that person's going to say. And that can lead to a lot of unnecessary friction, to arguments, because we're not really hearing each other in the present moment. So I just think that this is such an important chakra to have balanced. Sort of on a side note, I wanted to share one other thing. Um, I have had, just to share a little bit about myself, a very mild hand tremor for as long as I can remember. I know this sounds unrelated, but I promise you it is. Um, and if, for years I just saw that as something that was inconvenient, that I really didn't, people always thought I was nervous even when I wasn't, and I didn't like that. And what I have realized in the last couple of years is that in terms of my energy field, which we all have an energy field around our body, we have the energy centers within our body. And it was actually when I was doing some Tai Chi, and we were doing a movement where you start with the hands above the head and gradually bring them down. And what I started to notice, and there's still a little block that starts to come at the throat. So I'm not totally clear. This hand, especially, will tremble when there is a chakra that is not fully balanced. So for me, that is an external way of knowing that that is something that I still need to work on. Um, okay, so if you just want to sit up straight right now, we're going to take a couple of deep breaths in and out. Breathing in, breathing out. In, out. Each of the chakras has what's called a seed sound or a seed mantra. I haven't shared them all for the previous chakras. I think that especially for the throat, it's very important. The seed sound for the throat chakra is spelled H-A-M. It's not pronounced ham, it's hum. And we're going to say that because that creates a little bit of a vibration in the throat that helps stimulate that energy. So when I breathe out, I'm going to start saying that. So breathing in, hum, 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 hum. And you should start to feel a little bit of a vibration in your throat. You might feel it in your chest as well, and that's great. So that is something that you can do to open up the throat chakra a little bit. Another thing we can do is some affirmations. I speak my truth confidently and clearly. I listen to others. I can speak my truth clearly. I hear others, and I know that they hear me. I communicate honestly and clearly. And this last one is a big one for me. I don't know if it is for the rest of you. I speak my truth even when I'm nervous. And let those settle a little bit. And the last thing I'm going to say, the best way to keep your throat chakra open, keep speaking your truth, be really honest in your communication, note in conversations, am I really listening to the other person? Try not to plan what you're going to say next, just open to whatever message is coming through. And lastly, just sitting up, staying open, having the body keep that chakra open. So keeping your shoulders open, keeping the throat open. There's lots of other ways that you can balance this chakra, but I'm going to leave it at that today. Hope you have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow.